Saturday was an extremely important occasion. And in the lives of some women, it has totally been the turning point. And I'm so excited. I'm so proud. And I can just imagine what is going on in her life right now. I have the absolute privilege and honor to welcome our Woman of Stature 2022, Rehema Isa. Now, Rehema, just tell me, what went through your head at that very moment when you were, first of all, announced as the Entrepreneur of the Year, and then to be called back and told that you are the overall winner, Woman of Stature 2022, and you are out of 75 women, you were the overall winner. What went through your mind at that moment when that announcement came?
Thank you so much, Charlotte, and thank you to you and the Women of Stature team and the foundation. Wow, at the moment that the announcement was made as Entrepreneur of the Year, I thought, no ways. That's my first thought, no ways. My second thought was, Charlotte told us all to prepare a speech and I didn't. It was the second thought. And then I thought, oh my goodness, I must tell you, it was just a bit of excitement and trepidation because I thought to myself, oh my goodness, what an honor, what a responsibility. I think it dawns on you because I am always emphasizing that platform is power, is responsibility. And at that moment, I had to just digest that, wow, this is an acknowledgement of a journey. This is an acknowledgement that I am seen, my work is visible, but wow, what a brand new journey. That was just Entrepreneur of the Year. And I thought, okay, it cannot get better than this. This is the ultimate. And I was just celebrating and sending to my family and my friends and congratulations. I think from the moment I was announced and I was texting everybody at home, my phone didn't stop. It didn't stop ringing. It didn't stop. The text messages didn't stop coming. And I thought, wow, this is amazing. And then to be on stage and to be announced, Woman of Stature South Africa 2022, that blew me. I think I was in numb shock. I think you actually said to me, and Dubai. And I was like, oh my goodness, and Dubai.
You know, of course, that you were actually jumping up and down on the stage at that moment. You literally, your feet left the stage. You were literally airborne, Rehema. I don't know if you know that, but it'll be on the video. But yes, I think the overwhelming moment, I don't even think you even registered that you've just won a trip to Dubai as well.
No, I didn't. And I think I must tell you, Charlotte, that January the 1st, I was sitting down and I was thinking, what is it that you want to do this year? And I had 3 states in the world that I said that I wanted to visit deliberately, intentionally this year. The first one was Dubai. The second one was New York, and the third one is Accra. So the levels of disbelief are more than just the awards. It's just this notion of manifestation, what you believe in, what you set your heart to, what you intentionally want, and direct all your energies towards. The fact that it's possible, I think that's the kind of life-turning moment where you say, and you come back to yourself and say, little girl, and yes, I think I'm still a little girl. Little girl, it's possible.
Yes. Well, you know, I see, you know, you proudly displaying your certificates and, of course, your beautiful, beautiful, custom-made, I might add, trophies at the back of yourself. And Rehema, I must say that, you know, the response I see, the people that are obviously posting and congratulating on social media, everybody is saying that you are a worthy winner and you deserve it. And I think I would just like you to just also reflect on when you were first nominated. What went through your mind and how did you respond to that? And how was it that I had to take a bit of time to actually convince you to follow this opportunity and follow through with it?
Charlotte, I must say thank you. Thank you for your guardianship and your guidance. When the conversation around nomination came up, I thought, and there was such a delay for me to just respond, and I was having conversations with my friends and family, and so everybody's always like, yeah, you shouldn't. I'm like, and so I decided to keep quiet. And when I finally, responded, I think I called you, I think a week later, and I said, I need to take my name out of this. I can't do this.
You did.
I said, I can't do this. And I told you the reasons why, because I'm an intimately private person. I do work that's loud, that requires me to speak up for it. And I believe in it so passionately. I have no trouble speaking about my work. I have no trouble speaking about my beliefs. But to have a spotlight on me is something quite different and something that I don't pursue. And the first thing I thought is like, the spotlight's going to be on me. Oh, hell no. And so every step of the way, I had to myself and get a coach in to say, can you do it? And I must tell you, to the last minute, I think even driving to the award ceremony, I think it's Komotso, the previous winner. Sorry, was it Relebohile?
Yes.
Sorry about that. Relebohile, the previous winner. It was her talk about you are worthy and you are worth being here. That actually made me sit in the chair, and I thought, wow, all these self-talk that I'm having about not being here is perhaps a manifestation of that. Despite how I think everybody would assume, because I speak out in spaces, that there's the confidence to do that. I think that one negates the fact that one might not be as confident in portraying oneself. And I think that just the talk that she gave on the night, I thought, I am worthy to be here. I didn't think I was going to win, but I just thought, yeah, okay, that's cool. I think that kind of settled me. And I think her journey of, it doesn't mean that because you get an accolade that everything is hunky-dory. And I think that's the reality of being in the spaces that we're in. That's the reality of entrepreneurship, is that the struggles do continue, the challenges do continue. Yeah. But that ability to, continue believing in yourself. A friend of mine said, does this give you peace of mind? And I thought, I didn't think I was not at peace, but I do know what they mean, in the sense that, wow, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful gift in your lifetime to receive validation, accolades, celebration of your life's work. That is an immense honor I do not take lightly.
Well, Rehema, I think the message is profound, that you are now saying to other women, that don't underestimate what an opportunity like this can mean to you. And one of my most exciting moments is when I see the transformation taking place as this person starts going through this journey and then ultimately receiving their award, and just understanding the value that they bring into society, into that industry they are in, and just generally. Have you felt that there has been some form of transformation in this journey?
Oh, absolutely. And I think the one that I can speak to is this, and I think people underestimate, they think it's just an award ceremony, right? And I must celebrate you and the power of curation. Because women are often well ambassadors at having talk parties and just these events that are just of celebrating. And I think it behooves me to mention to people that you walk a journey with us. It's not just about, let me celebrate you. First of all, just the panel of adjudicators that you have on board, the quality and the caliber of the women themselves and what they bring to the table, their depth and breadth of experience, knowledge, expertise, networks, gives a holistic and robust engagement. And so when I was sitting there, I was like, oh my goodness, these are really amazing, deep questions that made me reflect post the fact. So I think it's that's primary engagement. And you have facilitated through time a number of engagements. And I think the one that stood out for me was things like personal branding. So whilst I might be highly conscious as an entrepreneur, positioning my business, my entity, because we put our life, our soul, our lifeblood into the thing that we're creating. And whilst we know intuitively that our businesses are synonymous with us and representation, we do, I'm guilty, forget ourselves. And we're not highly conscious of our personal brand that you put there. We are conscious of the experiences that we have with people, but we're not very conscious about how let me speak for myself. I was not very conscious of my personal branding and how perhaps I could do some additional work in there. And that's something that I've taken up. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I've got to think about that. And it's not about how I'm dressed. It's not about where I'm participating. It's a holistic strategy around the consistency of my value proposition in the different spaces I occupy, in the spaces I choose to occupy. And I think that that's powerful. And that's a journey that I'm looking forward to walking into, claiming and having more fun in, right? Not as a job, but as a way of being, and not being afraid of light, but saying, how can I use this light to eliminate the honesty and the authenticity with which I walk my own journey? Yeah.
Well, Rehema, of course, as the overall winner, but even as the category winner, all the category winners are now officially brand ambassadors of the Women of Stature brand. And we are now going to start that journey of celebrating you as the brand ambassadors of the Women of Stature, but specifically the foundation. Now, having taken that into consideration, one of the other things that we had asked you as well is about mentoring, because we now are going to launch the official Women of Stature Foundation mentoring program. And I'm sure this is going to be an area that you're going to flourish, because I'm sure this is exactly where you'd like to see yourself, is empowering other women, which I know that you're already doing, hence the fact that you have won the overall title. But like all the other women that are part of this, is really to start really intensifying this upliftment through mentoring. And you now have committed yourself to that, correct? I mean, that was the whole intention of this. And what would you like to say to these ladies that you are going to be mentoring? How is this going to impact their lives?
I love that. I absolutely love that. And I think mentoring is very close to me. I also, I'm in executive education. I'm in leadership development. That's part of what I do. And I'm increasingly so in the last few months. I've taken more roles in doing precisely that, and doing it for over 10 years. So absolutely am all about how do we develop the next generation? How do we curate spaces and environments that allow the next generation to thrive? How do we provide the level of guidance, support, direction, and just sounding boards to facilitate that space of creative engagement, but growth as well? So I think to the ladies that I mentor who claim me officially and unofficially, I think it's really about, I always say that mentoring is not about having somebody who you have to choose to be in a space, right? It's about being conscious about your entire environment. So your mentoring doesn't have to be somebody older, it doesn't have to be somebody more professional. I encourage even the young people to mentor each other. I learn from younger people. They learn from me and I learn from them. And I think when we understand that mentoring is symbiotic, that you're each learning from each other, I think there's so much that the younger generation, for instance, can share with us, can show us. But there's so many journeys that we've walked that we know, not that way. Or you can do it better this way, or you can do it faster this way, or perhaps connect here. And I think my message to the younger people is be your mentor yourself. I think that's the most important thing. Understand that yourself should model that which you would like to see. And that makes you a more powerful mentor, because you're not looking for people to fill a void, but you're looking for gaps that you appreciate could benefit from different types of insights. It also makes you more deliberate about what you're looking for. And you're not looking for a singular person who represents, your ultimate wish of who this is, but it makes you a bit more forgiving in one context, because sometimes our mentors do disappoint us, but it makes you appreciate the humanity of us all. And if we start with ourselves as a representation of what we'd like to see, it makes us forgiving, and it makes us more approachable. It makes us more specific about what we're looking for in others. And when we don't find it, helping others to walk a journey or learning from them as to why their particular journey is also meaningful to them. Tolerance, engagement, learning attitude, I think, is my message to them.
Well, Rehema, all I can say is I'm very excited for what lies ahead, because I can see that you are a powerhouse of a woman. But, you know, I think it all starts with the you. You know, you have come across as someone that really puts others before themselves. And I want to just say to you that after you were adjudicated, on the day that you were adjudicated, now I sat in on all the adjudication because I was obviously managing it from, you know, from the Zoom perspective. So I watched and I heard, and then obviously when your 15 minutes of interview was ended and you had left the room, I want to tell you that every single one of the adjudicators had the same opinion about what they had just experienced. And that was, this is the woman. This is our Woman of Stature 2022. So I can say this, and it's for any one of the women, every one of the women that were adjudicated, is that the adjudicators were absolutely blown out of the water. But it is just that one little thing that made the difference. And whether it was the fact that you were unexpecting the unexpected that maybe came across, but to say that you certainly were, from their perspective and what I saw, very much the worthy winner. And it's not taking anything away from any of the other ladies at all, at all. But what it does say is that you are, like Relebohile was, totally unexpecting to be the winner. And yet you have such a natural ability to just be who you are in the best possible way. So I want to say, again, congratulations. Thank you for listening to me, for acknowledging that I was really just trying to lay something on your heart, that the outcome is now there. The outcome is there. You're going to be our guest of honor on the 13th of May at the Woman of Stature Global Awards. You're obviously going to be there with me in terms of getting there, making sure that you are present in the Business and Leadership Summit, and then obviously having your moment on stage as the South African ambassador of the Woman of Stature Awards. So this is just the beginning. Yes, I'm excited. I don't know about you.
It is.
But I'm so excited.
It is. You know, I always say that the one time you'll get me quiet is when I'm overwhelmed with excitement. That's when I'll actually go completely quiet.
Yes. Well, now, as I say, this was just to officially congratulate you. Obviously, I want this recording to go out to everyone as far and wide as possible, so that they can meet you as our South African winner. And then the journey now begins. So to everybody that's going to be watching this recording, I just want you to know that there's a whole year, 12 months to the next Woman of Stature Awards 2023, which again will be in Johannesburg. We obviously would love to still have it at the Indaba. You know, they've been our venue partner for a couple of years now. But I just want to say that this is a journey that Rehema and myself and the other ladies who all won their categories, and any one of the finalists who want to continue on this journey with us, this is a road that we are paving for other women to really come to their full worth and realize their full worth. So what would be your parting words as we close off on this recording, Rehema?
They say opportunity knocks once, and I'm going to say to women out there, open the door. Just open the door. It might not be the way you think it is, but open the door. And we say it, I say it. And I just realized that sometimes you have to check yourself and say, is this an opportunity? Am I opening the door? And am I truly open to the possibility that I don't know the best thing for me and that others might have good interests for me, and to trust in that, trust in the process, and enjoy it to the fullest. I intend to. I fully intend. I intend to grow from this. There's no way me next year should be the same as me today. And I know that this is just the beginning of an amazing journey. So celebrate it, nominate a worthy woman. And if you're nominated, go for it.
Well, thank you so much, Rehema. I look forward to, as I say, this journey ahead. Thank you for being available for me this morning. I know that you've got a very busy schedule. I know you've got your big event coming up soon as well, and I really want to be there as well. But I just want to say from us to you, congratulations. Thank you. We look forward to being with you on this journey. And you obviously going to be on all platforms with us from this moment onwards. And hopefully it's not only the 12 months, it's going to be for many years, because I believe in long-term relationships. So thank you, Rehema. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the celebrations. And I'm sure it's going to carry on for quite some time. We're going to be opening up many other opportunities for you to be seen, to be heard, and to hear about this amazing woman and what it is that you are doing on a daily basis, changing the landscape of South Africa and changing the landscape of women. So thank you and bless you, and we'll be chatting very soon again.
Thank you so much. Take care.